So let's now talk about operators in the observable class that can transform their values that they get. And we'll see that these so-called transforming operators will transform the values and or the types that are emitted by an observable. And we're going to start by talking about map. We'll talk about some other transforming operators later. And it should come as no surprise that map in reactive streams is quite similar to map in streams and parallel streams. It can be used to transform values and or types. So the map operator transforms the items that are emitted by this observable from whatever they take as input to whatever they're told to transform into by the mapping function or the mapper function that's passed as a parameter. So map will apply this function, the mapper function, synchronously to transform each item. Normally, if all goes well, it'll transform everything in the stream. But if the mapper throws an exception, then map could terminate early. So it's not guaranteed to complete, but if nothing goes wrong, it will. It returns a so-called transformed observable. So one of the things to note with map, the number of output items must match the number of input items, just like map in Java streams. So if you've got, say, a big fraction list that you turn into an observable using the from iterable factor method, and you want to multiply each of those big fractions by some constant, the map transforming operator is the thing to call. Map can transform the type and or the value of elements it processes. And here's a simple example where we're multiplying each element in the flux stream by a constant. That doesn't change the type, it just changes the value, unless the multiplication reduced big fraction thing is 1, in which case it won't change it. But otherwise, it'll change it by some amount. And you can see, here are the inputs, and it does the transformations. There are the outputs. The map operator in RxJava is very similar to the map method in Java streams. So you can see that we could have a list of ABC strings. We turn that into a stream of ABC strings. We then map it to uppercase, and we collect it into a list. And I should also point out, if I didn't already point out, that Project Reactor has the same thing. So Project Reactor has the same kind of operator. RxJava has the same kind of map operator. Streams has the same kind of operator. As you might suspect, this is a very common type of operator to have in these reactive or streams programming abstractions, because they're transforming something one way or another. You'll get a chance to use map or one of its variants in your programming assignment 4. All right, so that's the end of the discussion of map. We will talk about other transforming operators later.